The whole thing has evolved initially through George and the builders. That's where it started, that's where it came from. So it's George's vision that has brought us where we are today. The warehouse project is supported by Universal Assist in the fact that we will provide some finance towards it, and we will use it for a training and development centre for young people to come in and learn skills. And it won't just be young people leaving care that can come to this particular project. It'll be people in the community. It's to be seen as a community resource.
Well, I was a foster carer and I had a problem with there wasn't any aftercare provision really. It used to be they got to their 16th birthday and they left and there wasn't any follow-up. So initially I sat down with the builders and the partners in the building company and spoke about what we could offer. And so we started employing and we started training and providing training. And then we had this derelict warehouse and we decided to focus our attentions on getting the youngsters to turn it into a resource. And over the last 2 years they've worked hard and now we're open.
I heard about it a couple of months ago. And I just wanted to get involved, you know, to come over and just to see what was happening and, you know, just to see what it was all about, basically. And I didn't expect what they did here. It's unbelievable. Fantastic scheme. It's just brilliant.
It isn't about what you do now, because often what you do now there'll be lots and lots of failures. It's about the support you provide when the failure comes. When you hit an obstacle, the most important thing is, as you do with your own children, you tend to stick with them. Unfortunately, with some of these kids, they get pushed from pillar to post. And what we want to try and provide is stability and opportunity, and that's the key. It's just giving them a chance. It's
a charity within a charity, and that's the good thing about it. And I do a lot for the James Bulger Trust, Memorial Trust, and the warehouse are actually going to be donating money for charity for the James Bulger Trust, which is great. And you know, and as I'm a part of the James Bulger Trust and, you know, doing a lot for them, it just seemed fitting for me to come over and see what it was all about. And it's absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. And it's unbelievable what they do here.
The biggest aim is to make sure that they can look after themselves and they can contribute to the community in which they live and be seen as worthwhile citizens.
We normally find that when youngsters fail, they tend to get moved on in foster care, they get pushed pillar to post. We create something here where they're allowed to fail and they're allowed to come back and they're allowed to try again.
I assumed today when I got showed around that it was some sort of like youth centre, you know, like a youth club, because I saw like the pool tables, the different rooms, the kitchen. You just think it's a place what people come to stay off the streets or to hang out, meet friends. But when you actually do the research, they've actually done a lot of the work themselves and they've got jobs out of it.
Do you know what? I feel very humbled, and you know, to be part of something like this is amazing, because it is a great scheme, and you know, more people should be aware of what they're doing. I wish more businesses would do something like this, because it's probably a one-off. I mean, I've been to a lot of businesses and a lot of places and I've never seen anything like this before.
The amount of interest for young people who want to do things here, there has to be help, there has to be additional funding. Where that funding comes from at this present, we don't know. We're helping the young people apply for charity status, to trying to expand it themselves and access funding themselves.
I've never heard of anything where people can build a place themselves, I say it was an old derelict warehouse, and like have it for whatever they want. Like they want a gym downstairs, they're having a gym downstairs.
This project is going to go from strength to strength. I mean, they're helping so many young people out. It's unbelievable, keeping them off the street, you know, preventing crime. I mean, this is going to go from strength to strength, and it's only going to get bigger for them. From what I've seen today, that they've done certain, you know, projects in a matter of weeks and months. If they can achieve that within that time, you can imagine what they're going to achieve in, you know, 2-3 years down the line.
For a building that's been put together like this, I think it's absolutely brilliant. You know, they've got somewhere to go. They're not on the streets, they're not getting into trouble. They're meeting new people all the time. I think it's just an absolutely fantastic idea. And we have spoke on the lines of doing something like this in Liverpool ourselves.
It's a fantastic facility. It's ready to explode. Yeah, just other agencies and local authorities and local government have to get involved to support the young people to take it to the next step.
And the real important thing about what we do is to give people opportunity. The success will come later in their lives, hopefully. It's the opportunity, it's creating the opportunity. Preparing young people for the next stage of their lives is huge. It's just as important to look after young people at this stage of their lives as it is when they're very young.
I don't think the public know anything about it, and it'd be nice for them to know exactly what the warehouse project is about. And it's great. It really is great.